Tonight we're running on the right track. I know we never gonna look back. Oh, I just wanna have a good time. Call me whatever, 'cause I'm up for anything like that. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go. To the beat in the street, every freak out singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out singing like. Where's the fun in doing what you're told? But I don't mind even though I lose control. Oh, I just wanna have a good time, so call me whenever, 'cause a night like this, it never gets old. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go. To the beat in the street, every freak out singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out singing like. So baby, come and take my hand tonight, and know that everything will be alright when we dance and we fall and we don't care at all. Now we just sing the la 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 la.
Hello, everyone.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
It's another Sunday.
Can we just repeat that, what you just did again?
Oh, it's been one heck of a week. I'm here to tell you. But we have to say thank you to Allison for starting this live stream off with the most amazing super chat. Thank you so much for that. You were incredibly kind. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining us. We are here again. We made it back.
Barely.
It's been a week. But before we get into all that, we're going to stop and say hello to everybody in the room. So if you are here,
Yeah, please say hi.
please say hi.
Because we
and
don't
then-
know you're here otherwise.
Yeah, then we will say hi back to you. Let's see who's in the chat. Emma's here. Hi, Emma. Kirsten, Janet. Hello to Sharon, Shauna, Linda, Allison, Jeanette. Let's see. Mary Ellen, Hula, Justin, Marcus, Mary Ellen again, Allison, Air Force Les, Marcus, Kim, Paul, Barbara, Travels with Cheryl and Ed, Christina, hello to you all. Let me see. Lawrence, Ella, hi Ella, Victoria, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Hello to Rob and Julianne and Anne and Sonia and Dawn and Karen, the Gaylors, Marcus again, Emma, I'm repeating, Mother T, thank you. Let's see, Shannon, if I miss you, I'm so sorry. Ghislaine, welcome. Another Karen. Ooh, I just lost my whole place. Jennifer, Crystal, Wayne, Chantel, let's see, Karen, Christine, Jew, Seacats, Melissa, Quaxon, Christina, Gavin and Luke. Hi guys, good to see you. Let's see, Patty, Victoria, Sheila, Nancy, Megan, Chris Mack, Latanya. Oh, we got another super chat?
Yeah.
Here I am reading. Like, thank you so much.
It says so.
What do we got here? Marcus, thank you so
sticker.
much
Thank
for
you.
your super sticker. Really appreciate
You are
that
awesome.
so much. Latanya, thanks for being here. Queet Beat, Jeffrey, Patrick, Douglas, Miss Liz, Nancy, Isabel, Jill. Let's see. Have I get everybody? I hope I got everybody. Keto, Knuckleheads, Kim Clark. Let's see. Sue, Najuma, Michelle. My gosh, Sue, I love that you guys are all here today. Thank you so, so much. Sheila, Jonathan, Jessica, LouTube's here, Mary, Jenna, Anna, Pam, Chris, Neil, Hudson's here as well. Hello, Hudson.
Hi, Hudson.
ARC Adventures, Beverly, Dave, Corinne, Mike, Alfred, Eric, Anthony. Take a deep breath. Keep going. Joanne, Jill, Debbie, Dolphin Shells, Stephanie, Margie, Evelyn, Courtney, Stacy. Let's see. Brandon, Robin, Kale. Did I get everybody? I hope I got everybody. Daffy, Gale. Justin's in the house. Hello, Justin. Let's see. If I missed you again, I am so sorry. I think I got everybody. David, Daniel, Gary, Nicole. All right. I think that's everybody. Whew. All right. Are you ready?
I'm trying my best.
We're good. I think we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
We'll do our famous cheers, our Sunday cheers.
Audio's working good.
We don't have tea today. We have Gatorade. We have been trying to hydrate because of everything that's happened this week. It was pretty traumatic. So we've been trying to hydrate and keep all that up again. And we have other super chats. So hold on, Mother T. Thank you so much.
Mother T, so much.
Thank you very much for your thoughts and prayers. We really do appreciate it. They were heard this week for sure. So thank you very much. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's cheers to this week being over.
And never coming back around.
Oh, here's to a better week next week. Hope you guys had a great week wherever you are. And if you had a bad week like us, we hope that next week is better.
We've got nothing but loves and hugs for you.
True. Cheers. Cheers. Okay. Cheers to everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here on a different time. We moved it up an hour. Thank you for coming at our 4:00 show. Yes. So if you were paying attention to our Instagram this week, we had an unexpected trip to Mayo on Thursday. We've been noticing Sean he looks like he's been gaining weight. We were talking on here. We were really excited. Sean has gained 40 pounds and we were over the moon.
40 pounds.
about it. Oh, thank you so much,
Victoria Christine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Victoria. You are awesome.
Definitely cheers to a much better week as well. I mean, we have to have a better week next week. It has to be better. So Sean gained 40 pounds. I'm going to say 40 pounds in quotes. And we were super excited. And Sean had chemo last Thursday and had the pump removal on Saturday. So Thursday to Saturday. So this would have been Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Like 6
Tuesday.
or 7?
I think it's like day 7. Yeah, 7 or 8, I think. And of the chemo schedule. And Sean started to explode. Have you ever seen Willy Wonka? And the girl that turns into the blueberry? Sean was turning into a blueberry. He was expanding at a rapid rate. And we didn't know what to do. So it turned out that he had something called ascites, which is fluid buildup in your abdomen. And so the Mayo team told us, I asked them if it was an emergent thing, and they said no. Come up on Thursday. This was on Wednesday. We had noticed it. And Sean has had an extremely terrible chemo cycle this round. High toxicity, like
worse than the very first 2 times that I've
so bad
started the drug trial a year ago.
Yeah, it was so bad. It was this was the worst, the pain and everything else.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you so much, Heather.
You were awesome, Heather.
All of our love to you as well. Thank you for the prayers. Like I said, they were necessary this week and they were answered this week. I know that for a fact. So Thursday came and we went to Mayo. We had a really early appointment to get this fluid out of Sean's abdomen drained. By the way, it was causing so much pain. We understand now why it was causing so much pain. We didn't at the time. But it was all this pressure on Sean's chest. He was having trouble breathing. It was really scary. About halfway through our trip to Mayo, which takes about 2 hours, if I'm pushing traffic. It's about a 2.5 hour
Can
drive.
we discuss what pushing traffic means?
When I want to get there, I want to get there.
Oh, thank you, Barbara.
Oh, thank you so much,
Fazzini.
Barbara. Oh, thank you. Thank you for all the love and prayers. Again, we are so thankful for everyone and for you. And just everyone on Thursday was just our angels. So halfway to Mayo, Sean started vomiting, and it was nonstop in the car. It was just nonstop. And I'm scared to death.
Thank you, Crystal.
Oh, thank you so much, Crystal.
Crystal.
Thank you so, so much. We really, really appreciate that. You have no idea. We really appreciate that. So Sean was sicker and sicker and sicker as we were getting to Mayo. And all I could think of is we have to get this draining procedure. I had tunnel vision of this has to happen. We have to get there. I have to get this done. When we got to Mayo, Sean couldn't walk because he was so weak from throwing up for an hour and a half in the car. So I pulled up to Mayo to get him a wheelchair, and it's kind of when everything went downhill and sort of just spiraled into Alice in Wonderland zone, spinning around, and it was a whirlwind from there on out, pretty much.
It needed to be said that I was distended by at least 15, 16 pounds. It looked like I was about to birth a giraffe.
It was so bad.
And I couldn't stop. I honestly couldn't stop vomiting long enough to answer a question. And Steph convinced this wonderful woman to just park me in the lobby, and she'd park the car and be right back. This was no less than 5 minutes, and I get pushed into a corner. Hi, Megan.
Hi, Megan. Thank you so much for your super
Megan.
chat.
I get left into a corner, and I can't stop vomiting. And I'm not vomiting. I'm vomiting in a medical bag, but it's still grossing people out. Somebody filed a complaint against me, and I didn't know what to do. Vomiting.
Yeah, so Sean basically was incoherent. And the reason why I wasn't with him at that moment is the valet parking lot doesn't open until 7 o'clock in the morning. I was there at 6:45 because Sean's appointment was at 7. So I couldn't use valet services to go in with him. So I put him in a wheelchair. I asked the wheelchair lady to push him into this hallway where I'm going to park in the parking garage and meet him. So I'm like running, and I parked the car really fast. I run into the hospital. Sean has this woman, this nurse next to him who is knelt down beside him, and I'm like, oh my God, okay, and I'm just like, I'm trying to keep composure, trying not to freak out. So I get checked in. They do the whole COVID, ask the questions, and I'm like, okay, enough of you. Can I handle you? I'm good. Let's move on. So I run over to Sean, and this nurse stands up, and she's like, who are you? And I'm like, I'm his wife. Why are you here? And I'm asking her as many questions as she's asking me. And so we came to find out. Oh, thank you so
David.
much, David.
Thank
you so
David.
much. We love you right back. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you so much. So this nurse is standing beside Sean. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have to continue if you don't want to.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. It was very traumatic. It's still traumatic, and it's kind of like we have a little bit of PTSD from last week. This nurse was there, and we had blood tests first. I don't know the procedure. Again, I just want to make this very clear. Stephanie Mullen, not a doctor. Don't have MD at the end of my name. I do what you tell me to. I'm not versed in any of this. This is all new to me. And of course, Sean's out of commission, so I don't really have anybody to bounce ideas off of. So this woman says, ignore your blood test. Go get those. Go to and I saw someone put in here ascites. I'm gonna make sure I say it right. Thank you for that. Go get that taken care of first, because that's probably causing the nausea and the vomiting. I was like, that sounds good to me. Let's just get to this drainage procedure and get it done.
Thank you, Corinne, for the sticker.
Thank you,
Corinne,
so much. Corinne, thank you so much for the sticker,
Thank
super
you.
sticker. Number Ben. Yay. Thank you so much. So I was like, fine. So I was going with this nurse's direction, ignored the blood test so that we could get Sean to get this drainage. Now, in my mind, I wasn't thinking that, oh, thank you so much, Tracy. Hugs from us in Orlando. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Thank you so much for your super chat. In my mind, I wasn't thinking that Sean could go into a surgical procedure while he's hurling. I was just thinking if we get this fluid out, he'll stop the vomiting and he'll be fine. He'll be good. That's of course not how it works out. So I didn't know this at the time. I was a little hysterical. And so we went to the radiology department, and Sean is very sick, and filled in all the paper, got all checked in, and they wheeled us back to the dressing room area. And oh my gosh, thank you, Hula Dick. Thank you so much for your super chat. Really appreciate that. They wheeled him back, and then I got a phone call.
Thank you, Nicole Brown, as well.
Thank you so much, Nicole. You guys he needs to be here.
Thank you, ARC.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, ARC Adventure. But I was so nervous. No, I'm not wireless.
We're getting excellent down.
Are we back?
We're getting excellent down and excellent up.
So we're trying to figure out what's happening. Our internet is fine, but it keeps dropping out of YouTube. I think it's a YouTube thing.
Could be.
Oh, are we back? We're like sitting here. I think we're good.
All right.
Okay, so anyway, we got told we had to go to the ER, and I was screaming and yelling because all I could think of is COVID, and I don't want to. We could have gone to the ER here in Orlando, and I didn't want Sean to get COVID, and I'm so nervous that he's going to get COVID. I'm like, we've gone a year without being introduced to this disease, and I was so nervous and beside myself. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Soren Vindex.
Soren Vindex, thank you very much. From Denmark, thank you for watching. That's amazing. So I got really upset, and I continued to be upset. So I didn't have a choice at this moment. I had to take Sean to the ER. He was throwing up, and I was just like, I didn't have a choice. Then nothing was going to happen until I went to the ER. So Sean's in a wheelchair. I'm running to the ER. Like, Sean's probably like getting seasick because I'm literally running through the halls of the hospital. And at this point I'm screaming and yelling and cussing, and I am just like beside myself, crying. Tears are coming down my face. So we get to the ER, and we go in the back door, which was very odd because we were in the other part of the hospital, and the ER is completely basically quarantined off from the entire rest of Mayo. If you go into the ER, you can't go into any other parts of the hospital. Right. Didn't know this. It was a little odd, a little apocalyptic, if you will. So we go in, and I pull Sean up to the little counter, and I check him in. And they're like, okay, we need to get you back to triage. I'm like, okay. So I wheeled Sean over to the nurse in the triage. She's there. She takes his temperature and he's just throwing up and everything. And she's like, okay, you need to leave. And I was like, no. She's like, no, this is COVID rules for the ER. You have to go. We'll take care of him from here. I'm like, he doesn't have COVID. We're not here for COVID. This is cancer, and he needs this procedure. And then I sort of blacked out from there. I think I went full Hurricane Stef on this poor nurse. I know I did. And basically security came and took me out of the hospital room. And so I didn't get to say goodbye to Sean. I didn't get to see Sean. Of course, his head was in his lap throwing up. It was the worst experience of this entire thing since day one when we got told that Sean had terminal cancer. I have never been more scared in all of my life. And then I couldn't imagine what Sean was going through by himself. So I went outside. I almost passed out. Like, the world was spinning. I've never felt so much emotion in my head. Like, it was just so intense. And oh my gosh, it was so bad. It was so bad. But got outside. Whew, wait a second.
So, while this is all going on, they're telling me I need to take a COVID test, which is fine. I've taken more than 100, so I took it. And I simply asked, now that I've taken it, can Stephanie take one too and she can join me? The only response I got from that point forward was, sir, you need to calm down. I'm not a very hysterical person. I didn't have any energy to be hysterical, so this is about as the way I was talking, and that hurt my feelings because I thought, well, if I take this stupid test, I can at least see my wife. And it didn't work that way.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like that. The rules of all ERs, pretty much in the United States, are that no visitors are allowed, no matter what. It's for COVID. Like, I understand it's the safety of the whole thing, but yeah, it wasn't. I don't know. It just wasn't. It was just a really traumatic thing. So I spent the next 3 hours, almost 4 hours outside on the curb by myself. If you saw on Instagram, I have to thank though Emma, who's here today. Emma was like sending me messages like it's okay. Sana, for the vegan cruiser, she's also a YouTuber. She's a nurse.
David calls you.
Yeah, and then Ben from Cruise with Ben and David, he called me FaceTime, and I was like crying to him and telling him that I just yelled at all these nurses, and I was so scared that they weren't going to let me see Sean, and I wouldn't see him again, and I was so upset at myself for yelling and screaming. I mean, I went full Shirley MacLaine on the hospital ER staff. Like, it was not even funny. I did get escorted out by security. So it's just one of those things that, you know, just we went through it, and we're here. We're on the other side of it, which is good.
So once things calmed down to be more medicinal, they did work on my nausea and my vomiting and my pain. It took them several hours to knock it down. Once they got me to a place where I could have a paracentesis. They stick a giant needle here in my body and drain. They ended up draining 16 pounds of garbage.
16 pounds of fluid.
Yeah. I don't know how else to explain it. It was very painful. They kept telling me I should feel like I'm on vacation when this is done. Oh, thank you, Julie.
Thank you so much, Julie, for your super chat. Thank you.
I did not feel like I had just got back off of a vacation after being drained. I'm still very sore. I feel like I've been shot. You know.
Yeah, but we got through it.
Yeah.
We got through it. Actually, we wanted to say thank you to everyone who sent us messages. I didn't get to read them all. That's how many you guys sent, and it was just so comforting to feel like I knew that Sean was probably on drugs and he wasn't reading, but for me it was like the best feeling to feel like I wasn't alone, and you guys did that, and I have to thank you for that so much. Thank you so much, D. Haynes, Dorothy Haynes. Thank you so much. 10 cents for every COVID test Sean's had to take. It's been a few. It's been a few. Yeah, the procedure went really well though. Besides them taking out, what did we say? 14 pounds, 16 pounds. 16.
Now the funny thing is when it all calmed down, the nurses. I don't know what happened outside with Stephanie. Obviously, I wasn't involved in that. But the nurses all came back in crying, saying they hate their job. And I feel bad for them. I don't wish this position on anybody. So for those of you who work in the front line and have to deal with just the constant hysterics of not knowing which is the ER, thank you for doing what you do. It sucks. It's just a crap job. And I thank you so much for doing it.
Yeah, I think anybody who's on the front line of this, dealing with people like me who are the spouse, the other side of it, when, you know, a patient goes in for a non-COVID related reason and they just want to be with their spouse, and you taking the brunt of me, people like me, the spouses, like I said, it's so scary for us. And the nurses there took it in stride. I talked to Ben, and he's like, you just need to go apologize to them and everything will be great. And I did. And when I was telling him, I said this very thing, which I wrote on my Facebook page. I said that I've been with Sean. I've held Sean's hand for almost the last 365 days of this entire journey. every single thing we've been through, I've been right there holding his hand, sleeping in the bed with him. This was the first time that I wasn't allowed to be with him. And when I said that to them, they all started crying, and they were like, no, don't worry about it. It's completely fine. They were like, we don't hold any grudges and we're not hurting Sean. And I was like, I never thought that, but it was nice of them to say that and be like, we actually understand what's going on. And we had a very unique case that they haven't seen in there. And it was just really traumatic.
Yeah, Marianne brought up a good point, and someone else brought this up to us last time. We didn't know this, but you can ask for a member of the clergy to come talk to you, and they can talk to both sides. So it's almost like, they can sneak messages back and forth, and I love that. That's great. There just wasn't much logic happening. No one was offering any help in terms of how we could calm this down and how we could talk to one another.
Yeah, it was bad. I didn't honestly think that I would see Sean again. And if you've ever, the only experience personally that I've had with someone close to me would be a pet that you send off. And we've had a few pets that you send off to be fixed, and then you never see them again. And that's what I felt. It was like the hallway in The Shining where everything just got super, super long, and I wasn't allowed over there, and it was just really bad. But I'm happy that it's over. We still don't know what happened. We don't know what caused the fluid buildup. The doctors know. The fluid was tested, and they know exactly where it came from, but they will not.
Which has never happened before.
We've never had this happen. They won't tell us what all of that is until Thursday when we see them again. Sean goes for chemo again on Thursday. So, yeah. So that's where we are. We definitely wanted to say thank you to you guys. Thank you for your messages and your videos and your comments and your prayers and your hugs. You have no idea how much it meant to us. It was the lowest place that Sean and I have both been because we were separated, and you got us through it. You really did. So
I mean, I tell you all that I love you at the end of every video. I really do mean that. And I'll say it here as well. I absolutely love and adore our community. Thank you for protecting me.
Yes, thank you.
I've
Thank
been
you
through
so much.
Absolute hell. And I want to thank you all. You all are just really great people.
Becky, thank you so much for your super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the hearts. Heart to you. So, Dawn said, they'll because it's a radiology test, they tell us in person. Every other test we get put in our patient portal, but the radiology we get told by the doctor, and we don't have an appointment with them until Thursday. So it was a scary moment, and yeah, it was good. But we're happy that we're here, and we're thankful for all of you, and we made it through.
Thankful for life. I've got another day. I'm thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for Stef. I can't be happier that things didn't turn out the way that they had projected.
Another day.
Yeah.
And then also because of this fluid buildup, Sean also has another CT scan on Thursday. So we'll really get a clearer picture. What the doctors did tell me in the reason for this, without them seeing any exams or anything, is that the cancer progressed, and the cancer progression has caused this. We don't know that. We'll know more on Thursday. So we'll see if the cancer has progressed, what the next steps are, if the chemo's not working, which would seem that that's the trend from what I was getting from the doctors. So we'll see what happens next. But yeah, that's where we are. That was our week. Yes, last week. Well, it wasn't actually a week, but Thursday, which then went into Friday and Saturday. Yeah.
I don't recall when one day has stopped and the other has begun.
Yeah. So
thank you, Nancy Fields.
Thank you so much, Nancy Fields. Thank you for checking in on us. We really appreciate it. We hope to see all of you guys in person one day. on a cruise or whatever comes next with all this cruising stuff. But we really hope that.
Yeah, maybe it won't be cruise ships anymore. Maybe airships. You know,
Airships, yes.
Who knows? Maybe those will come back. I don't know.
Thank you, Stanley Box, for your super chat. We really appreciate that. We appreciate all of you guys. And yes, Emma, Emma says, is that an Atari shirt?
It is an Atari shirt. Before anybody yells at me, like says, "Hey, have you, done your business in a bucket?" I absolutely grew up with the Atari in the world, so I was one of the unfortunate children where 2 blocks and a blob were entertainment. So yes. I love me some Atari, and Stephanie found all these retro shirts, and it was really cool. So, and they're very, very comfortable because they're long sleeve, and finding long sleeve shirts in Florida is not always the easiest.
Yeah, we scoured the internet.
Thank you, Sarah, for your super chat, and thank you, Lisa, for your super chat. Lisa
Thank you so
Brooke.
much, Sarah. Oh, I missed that one. Thank you so much. So thank you so much, Lisa.
And
That one
Brooks.
didn't come up on my little chart here. Oh, there it is. Thank you very much. Thank you for your kind words. We really appreciate it. Hartswell Adventures, thank you so much. And thank you for that. We really,
And
really
yes.
appreciate that.
And thanks to Emma, we are now Lord and Lady
Oh,
of
that's right.
what is it? Hogton Manor.
Hogan Manor.
Hogan Manor. I'm definitely going to fly my drone over my waterfall and my deer. I'm assuming I own a 1/18th of a percentage of all of those things. Thank you, Tammy, for your super
Oh,
chat.
thank you so much, Tammy. Thank you for your wonderful words.
Really do want to go explore this beautiful land, and we now are part ownership of. That's pretty cool. That's very cool.
That's right. Emma surprised us on Friday, I believe, with titles, Lord and Lady titles for Hogan Manor, which we have it on the schedule. When all of this stuff is finalized, we both of us will be on a plane over to England to join Emma so she can take us on a tour of our Hogan Manor, and we can find our waterfall. And
Ben and
all that
David are
stuff.
here. Thank you, Ben and David, for keeping Stephanie comfort while I was incapacitated. You all are awesome friends.
yes, thank you. I cannot thank you enough, Ben, for calling me and being there. You called me right as I just got kicked out of the hospital, and your words, and you were calm and I was not. And thank you for that. It was amazing. Thank you, Patty, for your super chat. Definitely better days ahead. That's what we're hoping for sure. So we're Lord and Lady now.
Yes. I can't wait to
That is so fun.
say something in an airport. Hey.
We're gonna get it on our tickets. Lord and Lady. Well, we do have to print our passports in, so maybe we'll get Lord and Lady on our
Our
passports.
passports are officially running out. That's true.
We do have to do that. So
I'm super grateful for everybody in the community. Thank you so much for everyone who reached out. You all turned a living hell day into something that we could fight through and push through. And so you all are all amazing humans.
yeah, we don't have enough thank yous in the world to say thank you for what you guys gave to us on Thursday and what you continue to give to us every day, daily, with your messages and your love. So yes, do we curtsy when we see you now? Well, Sandy, that's a very good question. I don't
I
know what
sure
a Lord and Lady does.
I sure will.
I don't know what they do, but I think maybe I need a crown or a tiara, and Sean needs a crown. I think we need to make that happen.
I'm just happy with sunlight.
Yes.
I just want to crash on Ben and David's couch.
Yeah, we're coming over. As soon as this is over, we are coming. That we're going to be in England.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you so much, Michelle, for your super chat. Have a Lord and Lady on your passport. Yes,
How
see,
am I
that'd be so
feeling?
great.
JUC Smiles wants to know, how am I feeling now?
Yes, how are you feeling now?
I'm very, very sore. I feel like I got both Pac and Biggie here. I hurt. And I'm a little PTSD from the whole nonsense of what happened. I'm still kind of confused as to just the irony and the philosophy behind how everything works now. So I'll get over it. That's what we do. We keep moving forward, you know. But right now, I'm just really, really sore.
Yeah, that was a lot of fluid. That's a lot of fluid that they took out. So, but we're still here and moving
love you
on.
all, and-
We love you all. We actually are.
Apparently nothing's going to stop us either.
Nothing is going to stop
This
us.
felt like a hit.
Nothing's going to stop us. We're going to keep pushing. We're just going to keep pushing. That's all we can do. And I feel like with the help of all of you and the prayers and love from all of you, we can conquer the world.
Thank you,
That's how I
Billy
feel.
Torres.
Thank you so much, Billy. Oh, thank you so much from New Mexico. That's someplace we have to go. We have to go to New Mexico. I think they have cactuses there. Oh my gosh. So, yes. So, that's about all we have.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of additional energy here. I do want to thank you all for just keeping us going. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, it overwhelms our hearts to see all these people from all around the world share love. That's the whole point of our group. We want to just spread light and love everywhere, but didn't necessarily intended on it coming back. So thank you so much for all your love, all your support, all your caring. You're just all fantastic human beings.
Yes. Emma asks, has anybody ever watched, how do you even say that word?
Takeshi Castle?
Takeshi Castle? What? Is that a Japanese show? It sounds like a Japanese show. Running along a bridge with people throwing balls. I think that sounds like a fun game show.
Yeah.
We really
Sure.
like Japanese game shows.
We do.
They're
I
crazy.
miss the ones where you had to make the shapes. The walls would come through and you had to make the shapes and not knock the walls down. That was cool.
If you ever saw that was so fun. Like, it was like things where you had to like put your arms and get into these bodies. Yes.
It was cool.
Ah.
Thank you, JUC Smiles.
So, thank you, JUC Smiles. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Nanner Chan, that I'm always cheerful even when it doesn't make sense. I don't know. I just try to be, I'm the positivity for Sean. So if he sees me breaking down, then he breaks down even more. So I feel like I have to be this source of it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this and get to the next thing. But I cry and I break down just as much as everybody else. I'm not always in that positive cloud, but I just try to be there as much as I can.
And I try to be there for her. Most of the time I can reciprocate, but yesterday was difficult at best.
And Emma said she totally gave up on Bridgerton. We did too.
Yeah,
We tried.
Stephanie disappeared for a minute, and I ended up somehow watching with my eyes. They couldn't blink. I ended up watching like 3 additional episodes, and I was like, I think this is worse than the ER.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Thank you so much, Amy, for
you,
your
Amy.
super chat and your kind words. Thank you very much.
I guess Bridgerton's just not my jam.
Yeah, it wasn't really. We tried.
But we do love one of the actresses from Bridgerton who's in Dairy Girls, and so one of my all-time favorite shows.
Yeah, we are obsessed with Dairy Girls. I think we've watched the entire 2 seasons at least 15 times. And I know every word now. And then when we watch it, I end up talking, I have an Irish accent, which is really fun.
Or at least what would be offensively close to an Irish accent.
An American Irish accent. It works. It works. Oh, Ben and David didn't like Bridgerton either. Yeah, we just really couldn't. I tried to understand it and it just wasn't my thing. It was like, you guys in Dairy Girl.
Thank you, Rachel Wyatt.
Thank you,
so
Rachel,
much.
so much. Thank you for your kind words. We love you right back. Thank you for your super chat.
I just can't thank this community enough. Some people, think that YouTube communities are all fake and it's all one-sided or whatever, but I just absolutely love and adore each and every single one of you. Thank you. If I could hug you, sans the pandemic, if I could hug each and every one of you, I would right now with all my might. Thank you so, so much for being just such loving, caring, wonderful people.
It's true. We're thankful for this whole community, thankful for, not just the creators who we're extremely thankful for, but all of you too, all of you that show up here and with super chats and with chatting with us. And you guys just brighten our day and you make us feel like $1 million. And that's priceless to me. And I know that for Sean as well, because I see the way he perks up after he gets finished on a Sunday. It's just amazing. So Yes. Emma's going to Linda's Hudson for a hug.
Oh, I'll totally take that. That might make 4 of our buddies jealous, but
Yes.
I'll totally take that.
Let's see. What else we got here? Does anybody have any questions? Let's see. Let's see. Anybody have any new shows that you're watching? We just watched the new Fairy show. It was really good. We watched that.
The new Chaser's not as good.
No, the American Chaser's not as good.
Because the UK's Chasers are just
So good.
behemoths. They're just awesome.
So good. We did like the Fairy show, but we liked that, and it was good. I forget what it's called. Fate. I think it's called Fate. And it's new. Sean's eating okay. Still eating boosts. Right? Still boosting it up.
Yeah,
Keep
not really,
the meds down.
Not really all that hungry. I'm very, very sore. I really do feel like I've been shot. So I don't know why they keep saying you should feel like you've been on vacation. I mean, I don't know what vacation you get shot on. Thank you, Sherry Kennedy.
Oh, thank you so much, Sherry, for your super chat. It's so nice of you. Thank you very much. Let's see.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Gogglebox when it comes back.
Yeah, it comes back in February. It's coming.
Cannot wait.
Yes.
Some of the Gogglebox families have written me. That was really, really cool.
Yeah, that was nice.
awesome.
Is the hot tub helping with soreness?
I'm not allowed to be in the hot tub until just recently today, so no.
We had to wait because Sean had a hole in his stomach. So they said, while that's healing, give it a day or two, and then you can go back in the hot tub. So we gave it an extra day just in case.
We had to give it like 24, 48 hours.
Thank you, Naomi, for your super sticker. Really appreciate that.
Thank you, Naomi.
Woo. Yeah, we gave it, because of all that we've been through, we gave it an extra day of just in case of healing. So we didn't want to chance it in the hot tub to get an infection or anything like that. That's all we need. So...
Yeah, 50 first dates in the new restaurant and all that stuff. Those are really great. And I gotta, like someone just mentioned, I gotta thank Dad. All these appear magically from my father. Thank you, Dad, for all this love and support when it comes to the hydration. You're awesome. He also gives me all the boosts and stuff. I don't ever lack anything. I'll just get a random text saying there's 50 boxes at your door or something like that, and it's awesome. So thank you, Dad.
Yes, thank you, Rick, for everything. Your support is amazing and just awesome. We have seen First Dates. We love First Dates.
First Dates is awesome. Fred is cool. Hey, can I need to ask my
Marlon.
UK friends. I need to ask my UK friends.
Merlin.
Huh?
Merlin's his name. The guy that I like. You like Fred. I like Merlin.
Right. Thanks for derailing that.
Sorry.
I appreciate it. Fred, the guy I only care about, and Gordon Ramsay, they go on all these different shows. Where can I find these shows? I'm struggling to find these awesome shows where they go and do random. I mean, who doesn't want to do random cool stuff with Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah, I forget what that one that we saw, that he's with 2 friends and they're driving.
Yeah, so if you know of these shows and you can help me find them, I appreciate that. Thank you, because that just looks awesome.
Yes. Somebody asked us, who was that just asked that, if we're doing any Disney. Stanley, you asked if we're doing any Disney parks. We don't have we don't do like a Disney day, but we are planning on going over to Epcot to see the latest work that Sean and I did together, which is what we did when we came back from Vegas, and we were like full speed ahead. But it's currently playing in the American Gardens Theater outside of American Adventure.
All the way at the top of American
All the way at
Adventure.
the top. It's the Voices of Liberty songbook. It's the Voices of Liberty Disney songbook, if you want to look that up on YouTube as well. It's there. But we are going to go and walk over there and see that because we did it together. And we don't get to be on a lot of projects together.
No, we don't.
Which is really cool.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah. So there's that.
Everyone's saying Gordon, Friend, and Gino. That's cool. Thank you all.
Oh, that's cool. We'll have to check that out. The road trip one. Yeah, that's the one at Mema, the road trip one. It's on, she says, on Amazon Prime. We'll have to look that up. Yeah. So.
Did you guys go to Hell's Kitchen when you were in Vegas? No.
We walked past it.
We did walk past it. We did do 2 5-star meals that I didn't think such things existed. They do. It's a whole new echelon of food. It was fantastic. We ate in the Eiffel Tower, and we also ate in
Bellagio,
and it was fantastic.
so good.
So good. But I have to say the piece de resistance, if you will, was the secret pizza at the Cosmopolitan. That was some truly fantastic pizza, considering I haven't had pizza that good since New York City. I mean, it's all about the water and the bread and oh wow, it was just insane. But yeah, wouldn't you say that?
Yes, secret pizza was so
insane?
good, and it is so secret. There are no signs. You do not know that it's there. And we must have walked around the floor probably for a good 20 minutes in circles going, where is this pizza place? And it's funny because they have an employee who stands outside. You don't know it's an employee, and he's got a counter. And he probably is looking at us like these crazy people want to come in here, and they don't know that we're standing right in front of the entrance. But it kind of makes for the fun of finding the secret pizza place.
Yeah, I guess.
And then you get to watch everybody else do the exact same thing, which is really fun.
It was pretty cool. But then it became obvious when the line was like 900 people long. So, it doesn't stay quiet all that long for too long.
Ben and David say, check out Traveling with My Father on Netflix. Nice. We'll have to check that. Oh, he's backpacking. Jack Whitehall's backpacking with his dad.
Oh, that's cool. I'll
be
definitely
fun.
check that out.
Yeah, that's great. Paul, we stayed at the Cosmopolitan, which was really, really awesome. And everybody here told us to check out Secret Pizza, and we finally found it, and it was amazing.
It was delish.
Everybody needs to eat Secret Pizza. You can go, and you don't have to be staying at the Cosmo to go to Secret
No.
Pizza either,
No.
which is really nice. Thanks for that recommendation, Ben and David. We will check that out. Traveling with My
from
Father.
Canada's capital, what is your favorite thing to do in Cozumel and in Ocho Rios? Gosh, well, I'm not sure what's open anymore in Cozumel or Ocho Rios, to be honest.
But we did Ocho Rios. Didn't we do the cooking?
If that's what we did, the cooking, that was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
We
yeah.
did a jerk chicken excursion, and it was so fun. We have that on video from
It actually exists. It's online.
what cruise was that?
MSC.
MSC. That episode actually exists. So it's part of our MSC Seaside series. So you can check that out. We had so much fun. The chicken was so much fun. We went with Sean's dad and his wife, and it was so fun. We had the best
good.
time. It was just great. The chicken was amazing, and we had like
And
collard
you get to see
greens.
Steph cook, and it was fun.
I was a little chef,
Yeah.
and I was a good chef. Hey, my chicken tasted good. I didn't cook it. So it was cooked through.
There you go. That's true.
Nobody got salmonella from me.
That's true.
So fun. Dave says that he liked when we were sampling British beer. Oh, yes.
Oh, on P&O? Oh, yeah.
Ooh, there were some good ones in there. Heather, right now, that's all. We just need prayers. We're good. Everything else is going good. We're back. We'll find out more information on Thursday and be able to know where we're going from what our road looks like on Thursday. So right now, just prayers and hoping that the tests on Thursday are not too detrimental where, that we're looking at the end of the road. That's we're not hoping for that.
Yeah, they gave me a lot of bad information when I was in the ER. I would like, second, third, and fourth opinions. I don't like being thrust into situations like that and then being told terrible stuff. So, we don't really know. So right now it's just the whole saying prayers, wishful thinking, and hoping that, I get more than just a few more minutes with my baby girl.
Yes. And Emma, yes, it was the trip with the bumpy ride, the one where we sat in the back where there's no shocks.
That was awesome.
It was so crazy. Kristen, you asked, where would you suggest for a family to go during the pandemic? Well, we did go to Gatlinburg, and we really enjoyed our cabin. And I liked having a cabin because it wasn't attached to anybody else. You didn't have to deal with anybody else.
That's true. And if you could rent the cabin that Brittany had, it had a pool on the inside of it. So, you never had to leave at all.
The only thing that I would be careful about is that they weren't too mask friendly in the areas, like in the public areas for where the attractions are.
Yeah, but if you don't leave your cabin, you don't.
But
gotta
if
worry
you
about
stay
it.
close to the cabin, so that would be the only thing. But Vegas was very safe. We felt very safe with
Indeed.
COVID wise in Vegas. We talked about the safety of Vegas last week. Of it felt safe as long as you don't go by yourself. And of course, you know, if you're out at 3:00 in the morning on the Strip, probably not a very safe place to be either. So yeah, keep that in mind. But yeah, Disney's pretty safe. They're doing really good with their COVID protections and procedures as far as
to be
hotels
honest,
and
if I was going to do a Disney vacation right now, I would do a hotel vacation. I wouldn't go into the parks. I know that sounds ridiculous and silly and everything, and if you want to go for it. I'm just saying, just chilling with your family in the pool and just having some kind of alone time would be perfect for me. But yeah, I those are, I mean, stay vacations are really the only ones that are available right now for us domestically.
Yeah, and we've been actually looking at renting an RV. That's actually another possibility. If you like to camp and you like to be outdoors, that's another. Then you're completely COVID off, COVID safe.
So Steph and I really want to do that, but we don't want to go from campground to campground. So we want to find a little bit more interesting way of doing that. We love to camp. We love to cook outdoors.
Yes.
Someone just said, Voices of Liberty Disney Songbook. What is that?
No, is that it?
Oh, is that it?
That is
Yes,
it. Yes.
that is it.
Yes. Voices of Liberty, the Disney Songbook. So you can check that out. There are 2 different shows. There's a show that has Princess and the Frog in it, and then there's a show that has Brave in it. So when you can see both. But we're also going to film it when we go see it, so we'll also post that as well.
Stanley Box asks me about my recommendation for a drone. My drone was a gift by the lovely people at DJI. I honestly recommend that if you're going to get into the world of droning, that you to get your pilot's license, and just so you can just CYA whenever necessary and know when things are safe and when things are not. The great thing about when we were in Vegas is we always knew where it was safe to fly, and that added a lot of less stress to the situation.
Yeah, we have a Mavic Air 2. It's a great little guy. The flying it with your phone is great. Now we have found that an Apple iPhone works better than the Android. I have an Android Note 10. So if you have an Apple device, that's great. If you have an Android, it works, but it's a little wonky sometimes with connecting.
Yeah, not the greatest.
But it's a good little camera. The app tells you if you're in a Class G flight path, which is really nice. It has a lot of different safety features and things. We actually were at Red Rock in Vegas, and we went to a location, and there was another drone, and they were trying to chase us.
Their drone went into sport mode and was just trying to get frisky with it.
But you couldn't get anywhere near our drone automatically. We didn't have to do anything. We just watched the chaos ensue in the sky, and it was really funny because every time he would try to drive his drone to ours, our drone was like, nope. He's like, nope. It kept going away. It was very funny.
As a kid when you're like, shields, well, it really is like that. So.
Yes. It was very, very funny. Let's see. Conky Wonky, how did we meet? We actually met at Epcot here at Disney World. I was working part-time. I was teaching. I was working part-time as a attractions cast member to get free tickets into the parks. And Sean saw me from far, far, far away and came up and talked to me.
Stephanie was working over at the Land, all the way at the very top of the Land Pavilion. I was walking by. I was working for Yellow Shoes at the time. Actually, I was working for a subsidiary, a third-party vendor for Yellow Shoes. It's ridiculous. I was a contractor. I worked through like 50 people to get to Yellow Shoes. But basically, I was doing Yellow Shoes work, and I was just on my day off, and we had just finished, Nemo, and thought, well, just go walk around the park and chill out for a minute. And I was walking by the Land Pavilion, which I do not care for. It's a busy pavilion. It's a long walk up there, and I just happened to notice this gorgeous blonde with this most amazing green eyes, and I was just like, hey, I have to find a reason to go talk to her. And I've never ever 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 approached a woman in my life. And I walked up to her, and the boats for the land boat ride had just stopped running. They had just switched from manual to automatic, And I thought, well, that's my only shot. And the second I asked her, I knew it was a bad move because she rolled her eyes like, this is the 9,000th time I've heard that question today. Where are the boat drivers? But I had to do something to find a way to talk to her.
Yep.
And the rest is history.
It's true. Let's see. I think somebody asked about Under Armour masks. Allison, was that you? I missed it as we were talking about Epcot. Whoever asked that, yeah, we have Under Armour masks. And here they were little bit ago. They went on sale for 2 for $40. So we bought new ones. Sean got a smaller one because his face has gotten so small. And I got a purple one. So Sean has a black one, and I now have a light purple, and I love it. So it's they're great. We love the masks. They're 3 layers. They have a foam in the middle. They are a little thicker, so they are a little warmer than, say, like a paper mask or just a regular one sheet cloth mask over your face, but they stick out from your face so you actually can talk. People can hear you without being muffled, and it's quite nice. We really like them.
It was quite lovely.
Let's see, Justin, we are nowhere near being able to talk about our latest projects, and that's where I will leave that.
Yep. Sorry.
It's super, 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 and the supers will continue. Secret project. Let's see. Becky, we will get the results from the CT scan on Thursday before we see the doctor. That's how fast they are. So Sean goes in and gets a CT scan and then has blood work. And then we have the doctor visit. Before we have the doctor visit, they will have the CT results. So we will know all of that by Thursday before we have chemo. So it'll probably be, I'm just planning for it to be an emotional day because they've been telling us that having the fluid buildup is typically a sign of disease progression. So we'll just take what we hear on Thursday as it comes. We're not quite thinking that far ahead yet. So just trying to stay positive. Let's see. But that was a really fast hour. I'm just looking now going, holy mackerel, it's already 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I haven't started posting vlogs, guys. I'm sorry. I've been fighting for my life here. So
yeah. Sean had every intention to post this week to start editing. He had all of the edits cut and posted a picture of it all finished. And then we went to when we had chemo, and it's been downhill ever since. So we'll hopefully get Sean better on a better track of health wise, and then get back into doing the editing and all that stuff. So yeah. Oh, Emma, I could write a book. Oof. It's been a journey. That's for sure. I don't know if anybody would want to read my ramblings. I think I would say, caution people, do not get thrown out of the hospital by security. I think that might be the title of my book.
I'm proud of her.
No. He was nice though. He actually ended up being my friend, and he brought me out a chair to sit in, a folding chair, which was really nice. And the whole hospital staff was really quite nice. Even though I was in hysterics. So I do appreciate them. So yeah. I guess that's it. That's an hour.
Thank you everyone for spending your afternoon with us. Thank you for all the love and the support and just everything. We truly love and adore every single one of you. I know I say that in every video, but I really, really mean it. Thank you so much, and I can't thank you all enough. I really can't.
You guys have no idea how much we love you and appreciate you and are so thankful for you to be in our life. Even though we haven't met 99% of you, we feel like we know who you are, and we're very thankful. We're very thankful for this. You know, we are just 2 people, and we've never felt alone on this journey since the beginning.
Nope,
so
not one time.
Yeah, we thank you so much for it. And on that note, we are going to sign off on the Sunday tea time. Thank you for joining us. Like I said, we just love you guys so much. We love you all, and cannot say enough thank yous for all the support you've given us. So we hope you guys have a great week. We will post on Insta stuff that happens on Thursday. Mm-hmm. Again, it might be emotional. We'll find out. We're not going to think that far ahead. And all your prayers are definitely appreciated for Thursday, because it's going to be another long day, probably. So But we're all ready. So we have our army behind us, and we're going to do this. We're going to get through it.
Thank you, and we love you all.
Yes. And thank you guys for coming today to our 1 hour early tea time. It was fantastic. So on that note, we will say goodbye. You have anything else?
That's it from me.
No? All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
We love you all.
We love you guys. Bye.